What's good, YouTube? Back on another video. Today we got the truth about Bronny James playing in the NBA. Before we get to the video, peace out, I'm going to show you something crazy. Bronny James confirmed he is a member of the Los Angeles Lakers, bro. About damn time. This is, bro, I don't think people realize how big of an accomplishment this is, bro. Like, LeBron James is about to play with his son in the NBA, bro. Do you realize how crazy that is? It's insane. But let's go ahead and get right into this video, man, because I'm very interested in to see what Jimmy High Roller has for us, man.
With the 2024 NBA draft in the books, there is one major discussion that has dominated the NBA space over the last week. It isn't about the #1 overall pick. It isn't about the outlook of these.
The thing is, bro, this draft class was so weak. Nobody cares about the first 54 picks. No one cares. The whole draft was just everyone trying to see where was Bronny going to go. Was he going to LA, or was another team gonna swoop him to try to steal him from LA so they can hold him for ransom? Like, Bronny was literally the biggest name in this draft, bro. And he went 55.
These teams going into next season, it's about a late second-round pick. And for good reasons. Because his name is LeBron James. And he's gonna play in the NBA with LeBron James. It's a weird and unprecedented circumstance that the NBA has never encountered before. A player who many fans consider to be the greatest of all time playing in the NBA with his own son. A story so strange, you'd think the NBA scriptwriters outsourced their work to ChatGPT, picked the most batshit result, and called it a day. But after 2 years of speculation, we now know with certainty that Bronny James will be an NBA player. And right on cue, the criticism of his merits and value as a—
Bro, this shit right here, bro, they're already making excuses for him and shit like, oh my god, Bronny only got drafted because his dad is the greatest player of all time. Did that play a part in it? Maybe, I don't know. But Bronny, let's not act like Bronny wasn't like he was gonna be like a top 20 pick or something if he wouldn't have had that freaking heart problem, bro. He was projected to go like 17 or something. I saw that it was like he was projected to go 17, and then he had the whole heart thing where he almost died, by the way. He literally almost deceased. He was almost on a t-shirt. So like, can we cut him some slack, bro? We know he averaged what, like 4 points or something, but like, my nigga, he didn't even get to train in the offseason. He almost died, bro. Like, can we cut him some
future
slack?
Player in the NBA have already came pouring in. Scouts and GMs claiming Bronny as a prospect isn't even worth using a late second-round pick on, and that the real value lies in his last name and the leverage it comes with. But how valuable is a second-round pick, really? And is Bronny a legitimate NBA player, or is he only in conversation solely because of who his dad is?
He's a legitimate player, bro. I know a good player when I see
Bronny
it,
is
bro.
#1 on my list.
I gotta be on the floor with Bronny.
Bro, it's gonna be so special to see, man. That
Today's
lob,
video is sponsored.
LeBron James catches a lob from LeBron James. That's gonna be, ooh, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard.
Former major leaguer and 3-time All-Star.
Who's that?
This is Ken Griffey Jr., son of Ken Griffey. And in 1990, these two did one of the coolest things a father and son can possibly do. They played in the MLB together. And when I say together, I don't just mean they played in the MLB at the same time. They were on the same team. In fact, they weren't just on the same team, they shared the same outfield with each other. It's probably the rarest and most badass thing you'll ever see in sports. Making it to the big leagues is one thing, but playing in the big leagues next to your kid—
That's hard, bro. How can you hate on that, bro? That's hard.
is a club exclusive to only these two. And if that wasn't incredible enough, on September 14th, 1990, the Griffeys pulled off something that you will never see again in your lifetime.
Put an inch back up there now. Wells hit the center field. Devon White going back. Gone! A 2-run home run. And he hits one well to left center field. Dante Bichette. Back-to-back home run.
What else can these guys do?
The Griffeys—
I know he's sitting there like, damn, this nigga, I know this nigga didn't just—
These were great, and they were the first and only father-son duo in the history of Major League Baseball. But they weren't the first father-son duo in professional sports. This is Gordie Howe, one of the greatest players to ever touch the ice. He won 4 Stanley Cups, 6 MVPs, held the NHL record for total career points at the time of his retirement, and is a member of the NHL's 100th anniversary team. Gordie had an incredible pro career as a hockey player, and yet out of all of his accomplishments, the coolest thing he ever did was this. This is Mark and Marty Howe, Gordie's sons, and he played professional hockey with them in both the WHA and the NHL for 5 seasons. Now, if you're thinking, that guy looks a little old to be playing professional sports, you're right. Gordie began his career in the NHL in 1946 when he was just 18 years old. By the time he retired for good, he was 51. A career that stretched from the 1940s to the 1980s. And only with a career like this can a player even have a shot at playing in the league together with their...
Hey, that's gonna be Bronny, and Bryce, bruh. Right there. I can see it. Bron in the middle. Who's the oldest of these two? It don't matter. We're gonna go with Bronny over here and Bryce, bruh. That's gonna be them. That's gonna be them.
Why exactly am I talking about home runs and Gordie Howe? Well, because they're awesome. But also because of these two and what they're about to accomplish in their own sport. LeBron and Bronny James, who are on track to being the first father and son duo to play together in the NBA. An idea that seemed far-fetched when LeBron first mentioned it years ago, but has now become a reality. But how legitimate is Bronny's spot in the league? And is the backlash towards the Lakers selecting him with a second-round pick in the draft warranted? Well, to answer this question, we first need to know just how good Bronny is as a prospect and as an incoming NBA player. Right now, NBADraft.net...
Look, he's solid though. He's solid. His athleticism, bro. You see the dunks he be doing. His size, you know, he a little undersized. He like 6'3" on the court, but hey, shit, Donovan Mitchell like the same height for real. And then we Davion Mitchell, he around the same height. You know what I'm saying? Them players, they do their thing. Defense, he's an elite on-ball defender, bro. I've been trying to tell people that he's an NBA caliber guard defender. Strength, you know what I'm saying? He's 6'3", 210, bro. So you know he be in the gym. Quickness, you know, I seen him. He be moving out there. Leadership. I don't know if he's gonna be a leader on the Lakers and shit, but hey, his jump shot, you know what I'm saying? If you can shoot around 40%, come on, NBA ready. We gonna see that to be determined. Ball handling, I don't be seeing him get ripped and shit out there. So potential, you should have had that at a 10. Why is that at an 8? Potential, he has LeBron James genes coursing through his veins, bro. Like, come on, his potential is unlimited, untapped potential. Passing, he makes a lot of great passes, bro. Like I've seen him play. I've seen him. All right, he makes a lot of NBA type passes. Like they be sharp. They be get there on time and on target. Intangibles, like, bro. He's LeBron James's. He came from LeBron James's ball sack, bro. Intangibles, he has all of them, bro. It's so crazy how LeBron needed a 3-and-D guard, right? His whole NBA career, he's needed a 3-and-D guard, and he birthed one, and waited to. He birthed one, bro. He birthed a 3-and-D guard that he's been needing his whole career. Do y'all understand how crazy that is, bro?
Has Bronny rated at an 88 overall across their 12 prospect metrics. This overall rating puts Bronny on the lower end of all second-round picks and future prospects over the last 3 years, but well within range of your typical mid to late first rounder. Now, here are Bronny's numbers during his 1 season of college basketball.
We talked about this, bro. He almost died, bro.
5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists a game on 47, 30, 69% shooting splits. Now these numbers, especially from a relatively undersized guard, do not scream NBA potential. But for perspective, here are the average collegiate stats from every late second round pick that played college basketball over the last 5 years. And even when compared to late second round picks, Bronny's numbers aren't nearly as impressive. In fact, Bronny is arguably the least productive college prospect in NBA history.
All right, come on, bro. You didn't have to say that, bro. Like, that was just so unnecessary. Like, you really just sat here and shit on my boy for no reason, bro. Like, what did he do to you, bro? Like, he didn't do nothing. He's just a young nigga out here trying to, you know, live out his dreams and shit, bro. Like, you just sitting here, you just call him the worst college prospect of all time, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Here is a list of every player in the entire history of the NBA to be selected in the first 2 rounds of the draft that averaged less than 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists a game in college.
Let's see. It has to be a long list.
And that's it.
Wait, whoa,
Just 3
Whoa. That's it?
players who were selected in the NBA draft with college numbers equal to or less than Bronny's college numbers. Pair that with the fact that these prospects had at least the benefit of having NBA frames and physical tools to be potentially built off of, and the case for Bronny warranting a pick in the NBA draft becomes more and more difficult to make. But to really demonstrate exactly where Bronny falls amongst other second-round picks, here is a chart of every college basketball player selected in the second round of the draft over the last 10 years, with box plus minus on the x-axis and minutes per game on the y-axis. 298 selections spanning 10 drafts. More than half of these players not even in the NBA today. Where's Bronny? He's right here. Most late draft picks, even the guys who go on to not even make a roster in the league, were first or maybe second options in their college program. Bronny, on the other hand, was an undersized rotational player on a sub-500 team. It doesn't take an NBA scout to know that Bronny James's collegiate career wasn't that of your typical second-round draft pick. But how good is the typical second-round pick?
Bro, I feel like y'all just Bro, I feel like this video is just doing a lot of harm more than help. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this at all. This is crazy. But I still believe in Bronny though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still gonna support him. But shit, this ain't helping my narrative that I think he gonna be great. Shit, Bronny, you better be in that fucking gym right now, nigga.
Second round draft pick. But how good is the typical second round pick? With the rise of second round sleepers in recent history, most notably players like Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson.
He could turn out to be Jokic type, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson, how tall is Jalen Brunson? Like 5'11", 6 foot? Like Bronny can do that, you know what I'm saying?
Brunson, Herb Jones, and Jordan Clarkson, the potential value of a second round pick in the NBA draft is about as high as it's ever been. With the help of advanced metrics, the curtain has been pulled back on the value even a solid role player can provide to a winning team. Prospect scouting has gotten more comprehensive than ever before, and these second round picks have held considerable weight within recent trades around the NBA. But how valuable does that truly make them? Gathered from 10 years worth of draft classes from 2013 to 2022, data shows that on average, out of the 30 players drafted in the second round, about 6 of them won't even suit up in the NBA. That's about 1 in every 5 players selected in the second round that will never see a minute of action in the league. Out of the 24 players who do make a roster in their rookie season, about 17 of them end up playing a second season in the NBA. Of those 17 players that are good enough to stick around for more than a few seasons, only about 8 of them will go on to be a role player or rotational level player. Go one step further, and on average, only 4 of these second round picks will become a starting caliber player in their career. That's about 1 in every 8 players selected in the second round. And
hey, shit, Bronny could be that one, bro. It only takes one, right? Why not? Shout out to my nigga Russ.
Finally, of the 298 players selected in the second round of the draft from 2013 to 2022, only 2 of them became all-stars: Nikola Jokic and Jalen Brunson.
Bronny,
if we think about
Bronny, all you gotta do is get in the gym, bro. You got the formula. You got the nigga with the Krabby Patty secret, the secret formula, bro. You got him. All right, I know it's gonna be hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be difficult, but it's gonna make it worth it at the end to prove videos like this wrong.
The last 10 years of second round picks on a scale of box plus minus, with Nikola Jokic being on one end and the players who don't even make a roster on the other, then most players aren't in the middle. In fact, they're not even close. Most second round picks fall way down here, somewhere in between what Basketball Reference would classify as an end of the bench player and out of the league. When considering how to use a second round pick, the idea of drafting a guy who ends up being a real contributing player, a starter, or even a future MVP, the perceived opportunity cost can tend to outweigh the actual value of the pick. Drafting a player of this caliber in the second round is like finding a diamond in the rough, but giving away a pick or a potential player that ends up being of this caliber would be a mistake that no front office wants to live with. But that doesn't change the fact that the vast majority of the time, these second round picks in the NBA draft go on to be these end of the bench level players. Just out of curiosity, does anyone know who the last few 55th overall picks in the draft were and how their careers are turning out? Last year's 55th overall pick has played 1 game in the NBA. The one before that has played 23 games in 2 seasons. The 55th pick in 2021, Aaron Wiggins, is actually having himself a solid career so far, but the one before him is out of the league.
I thought his name was Jay Scrub. Oh my God. Wait. Oh my God. He was doing from the beginning. Oh my God. He was doing from the start, bro.
The one before that one is also out of the league. He's also out of the league, out of the league, out of the league, was never in the league, out of the league, and out of the league. As a late second rounder, if Bronny can contribute on any level in the NBA, he has already exceeded his draft value. And that's really the proposition in all of this. It would be incredible if Bronny developed into a Davion Mitchell or Aaron Holiday caliber player. But the reality is if Bronny can provide any net positive value to his team, then selecting him in the draft will have been a great pick.
Yes.
There has never been a player projected to go this late in the draft.
What are we talking about right now, bro? Look at that move, bro. Look at what you just did.
Have been a great pick. There has never been a player
Look at that perfect form.
projected to go this late in the
switch, no backboard, no rim
draft with any expectations on what they should or will do in the league. These late draft picks have historically been reserved for players who might have been overlooked, players who maybe underperformed their potential at the collegiate level, players who organizations are willing to roll the dice on because there's virtually no opportunity costs associated with late second round picks. It's all upside at this point in the draft. If they don't work out, well, that's typical. If they do work out, well, then they've beaten the odds. And the very large point being overlooked in all of this talk about potential and value to the team and X's and O's, LeBron James has the opportunity to play basketball with his kid in the NBA. Let's just be honest. This is blatant nepotism, a classic case of it's who you know, not what you know. But nepotism has ran rampant in the NBA for decades, and no one cared. Countless players, coaches, executives, owners who got their shot with far less merit than Bronny has. But now here we are sitting around talking about the integrity of a man who's played 21 seasons in the league and his son because they made the most of an otherwise paltry 55th pick in the draft, and the nepotism leaned in their favor this time around.
It's only your problem because it's LeBron James, bro. If it was any other player in history, bro, people would be celebrating it, bro. It wouldn't be, oh my God, he only got there because that. No, they would be celebrating it, bro. But since it's LeBron James and everybody want to meat ride him in a negative way, they want to, I don't know, bro. I don't know what y'all have against LeBron.
Criticize this decision all we want. Preach about how this move was a breach of ethics, a slap in the face of the game we love. But then we would all be hypocrites. Because there isn't a man on earth who would pass up on the chance to play in the NBA with his son, even if it meant pulling a few strings to make it happen. As much as Bronny benefits from sharing the same last name as arguably the best basketball player of all time, that tag has also came with equal scrutiny. We have never seen a late second round pick get discussed and limelighted like we've seen with Bronny. But we've also never seen a late second round flyer get completely dissected and criticized like this. LeBron and Bronny have a chance to do something that has never been done in the history of the NBA. And that is worth more than any late second round pick will ever be.
That's crazy, bro.
Bron and Bronny have a chance to do something that has never been done.
This is a good place to stop it, bro. I just looked at my dad inside, bro. Come on, Pops. Why couldn't you do something like this, man? Like, you ain't want to go to the league, man. I could have came up with you. I could have followed your footsteps and shit. Like, damn, look at it. This is amazing, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but fuck, man. But Bronny, bro, like, do you like how does this gonna work, bro? Like, when you go on road trips and shit, like, your pop's gonna be there, so it's like you can't really be on the hoes like you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like your pop's out there, like, hey, you going out tonight, Bronny? Bron gonna look at him like this. You going out tonight, Bronny? So it's like, and then it's like, bro, like, what are you gonna call him on the court? You gonna call him dad? Yo, pop, screen left. Like, I don't know. That don't seem right to me. You gonna call him LeBron? Yo, Bron. I don't think he's ever called him that. So it's like there's a lot of things where it's like, okay, how is this gonna work? But hey, I'm proud of my nigga Bronny. You know what I'm saying? This is a very special moment, and I don't think we're ever gonna see this again, bro. Like, I don't think people realize like this is absolutely insane.